say a word about you.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receiver and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Missouri State Bears taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bears will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Wants to adjust the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Looking downfield, it's Teray. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Auburn lines up quickly. They'll run play action. Keeps looking downfield. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Oh, they're after him. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
The inside handoff. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. There he goes. Still on his feet. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Now with the first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Toure. Now improvising. Touchdown, Tigers!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bears can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way.
Very short gain. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
See what type of game this time, dude. See what type of game this time.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive.
So he can catch that one, but he can't catch the other.
How about that defense
Such my fucking
rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You
nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to throw. It's Teray. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the defense drags him down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Gets it out quickly.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete.
I like the nigga had 2 hands on it, but whatever.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. Back open in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Teray. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Memphis. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Yeah,
Wants to go up top on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his
God, nigga.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
It's fucking ridiculous. No.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes
Where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Now he'll throw back.
Can you make one accurate fucking throw, you bum-ass nigga? Fuck.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to
Stop saving this bum-ass dude. What the fuck?
Got to bring it down a little bit.
Behind the chains now on second and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. They want to throw it. Takes the easy completion. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
They want to run it left here. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Bears! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening.
Going for it all. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete. And he will score.
Holy shit, he threw an accurate pass.
When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Didn't touch me with though.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Toure. Gets it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. He's loose. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it again. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got his man on the right. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Here we go, here we go. Back to pass, it's Teray. Here comes the heat. First down in the red zone at the 14.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the heat. They get him up flush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
On 4th down, going to the air.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Teray. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tiger.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half.
That's what I got.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
Really nice job by the
another
incompletion. Gotta have the mentality with the lead.
Just jumped over the nigga. That nigga didn't even exist.
We get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
Nigga didn't even exist.
If they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered.
And I do one hot route. And I do one hot route. And I do one hot route.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Let me do a hot route. Let me do a hot route. Let me do a hot route. Let me do a fucking hot route. Let me do a 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 hot route. Oh my God, finally.
Looking to throw again. Now adjusting. He's going to fire to the left. Snagged it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. They go to the ground. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now.
Like I said, unusual.
But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10
shouldn't even be
to
the same fucking game.
Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Teray. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
First down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall.
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Flips it out to the back. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Teray. He'll throw it. Got his man. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Auburn! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football. That's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into
that's what leads to nice
coverage is going to be tight.
touchdowns.
The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Bears in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Steps away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Yeah, I'll say.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Goes to the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Missouri State.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Looking left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Bears are on the move. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged out of the air. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Auburn.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. So here comes the Auburn offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great.
Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it will be hard to stop.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Bears want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Going the other way, and he's got room.
He was supposed to go to the zero route, not the fucking running back. That was on me. That was fucking stupid.
So careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Maryland. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here comes the Bear offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the
Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tiger. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks.
Just like good players fucking do all the fucking work.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Man covered, right? Of course it is.
Working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down.
Coverage, right?
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there.
Is it man coverage?
Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third
man
down
coverage.
Conversion by this
Would have fucking thought.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the
Let
throws
good players
down
do the
field.
work.
It's just been one of those days.
That's man coverage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him.
Yep.
And as he throws.
Let good players do the work. It's just man coverage, bro.
Number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
They need to fuck out
And
this
as a
game,
defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. CAD them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway,
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Connection to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Auburn.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Niggas is lame with it, dude.
Across the 25.
That shit will never go off on my fucking quarterback.
That they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. You should just be in the red zone now. You just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Touchdown, Tiger.
Yeah, I wish I could just run man coverage and my niggas just do the fucking work for me.
And this
But
offense
we ain't got that privilege.
to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now
That's
ready
just
to
funny,
get
bro.
behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense.
This man coverage.
It's a good thing to be charitable,
This
Jesse.
bum ass nigga been running man coverage since the fucking quarter started.
I agree.
This man
And I think
coverage.
at this point, David, the quarterback.
It's not gonna matter. He just shifted inside. I'm gonna do the outside. I'm gonna throw this to the fucking tight end.
Couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find.
And he's gonna overthrow it.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches.
This bum ass nigga been running predictable ass shit and just getting saved. He's fucking crazy as fuck.
Completion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass.
It's fucking crazy.
Under fire. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. A 2-minute
Run man
timeout
coverage.
arrives.
Let your players do the work, bro.
In college football, and they will certainly need
Yeah,
more.
I know your weak ass can't do it.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Overthrown.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw.
Oh,
At this point, you're
goodness,
still
bro.
trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking down the middle.
Overthrown.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Fires left.
Overthrown.
It was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, man.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the
What the fuck is that?
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and
3 straight overthrown passes, though.
because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unloads it left.
And then the one that he throws on target was going to be fucking intercepted.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you
Oh, man.
look at how much time
You
is
can't
left.
make this shit up, bro.
This football game, this coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Anytime he threw an interception, though, it was a perfect throw to the defense every time. Anytime he wanted to throw an interception, that shit was a fucking dot. I'm talking Peyton Manning in his prime. But anytime he needed to throw to a wide open man, bro, fucking just
What will they dial up
can't
on
do it, dog.
second and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. With the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them.
An unforced error there. They don't get.
I know that. I saw it the entire time. I literally called out his defense the entire fourth quarter, bro. Like, it came down to just having better players. And I'm not finna get better players than the nigga at Auburn while I'm at Missouri State, bro. This nigga never beat me consistently before these bum-ass sanctions landed me at the literal worst school, so I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I am mad about quarterbacks missing wide open receivers. But anytime it came to, like, throwing to the defense, that nigga threw a perfect dot. That shit was crazy to me.